I got something to tell you. Now, this is Ace Quiz from the No Simping Zone, where we do no simping, and I let you chimpanzees and your manginas know if these girls are certified or if they are scammers. And today we're gonna be talking about. I had a request. Well, we're not gonna be doing the scammers. Before we start, smash that subscribe button, like, comment, share. But what I was gonna say is I had a request by a guy who wanted me to do a description on all the pills. I thought I had did this before, but I'll do it in depth and break it down per pill and per what alpha is, per beta. I'll even give you my experience. And we'll start with my experience. And this is going to be my blue pill experience before I got the red pill. So check out my story. This is it. So, up until the time I was about, I want to say 25 or 26, the way I saw females and the way I saw the world and the way I saw like females, I put them all on a pedestal. All of them. Didn't like even if a girl was out and was very promiscuous, I would still put that same girl on a pedestal. I just saw it like, oh, well, it wasn't her fault. She didn't mean it. She got taken advantage of. I made up a whole bunch of excuses in my head as to why this girl was a good girl or why this girl should be put on a pedestal. And with that way of thinking throughout my mid and late 20s up until now is not a way to be thinking about females. You need the reason why the reason why when I was blue pill and why it was wrong in putting females on pedestals is because I know for you guys that are out there that are younger that listen to me and watch this kind of content, or guys out there that they could be in their mid 30s, early 30s, late 30s, early 40s, whatever. I see the statistics. I got guys from 18 to 55 watching this content. So basically, when you're sitting here, even the guys that look at the females on OnlyFans, which is even worse, when you put these females on a pedestal, what you're finding is even though you put them on a pedestal, and even though you're acting like you're being like the knight in shining armor, or the good guy, or the guy that puts the girl on a pedestal, you'll find that the guy that doesn't do that, the guy that is out there running around and impregnating 15, 16 women, the guy that the girl can barely get in contact with, the guy that the girl's not is constantly running after, is not doing these things. And he's the one who's getting the girl. Case in point, I've talked about this story before it kind of gets regurgitated. There was a girl when I was, I want to say, 25. I wasn't in the best of shape then. I wasn't even in any kind of shape. I hadn't worked out from 25. Last time I probably had worked out was when I was 16. So about 16 to 25. So 9 years, I had never really consistently worked out. I never touched a weight, never picked up a weight, never went to the gym, never did any of these things. And I began to notice when I would go out and try to promote my music, hey man, I'm not really getting looks. I remember when I was in high school, I would get some looks, and I had some kind of status. And when you become a senior, you're up there, and you could talk to the juniors, the sophomores, and the freshmen, and pretty much the girls your age. Like you're up at another level. Then you get out of high school. And you drop back down. So it was hard for me to talk to females, so I started lifting weights. Now my trainer became my best friend. I did a reaction video with him. His name is Rich. You'll be seeing some of our workout vlogs on here. He was in shape. He knew how to talk to women. He had already had a body count of hundreds of girls from high school, which I wasn't doing that. Maybe I was like, maybe I had like 10 or 11 under my belt. I just wasn't the ladies' man like that. So the same girl I wanted to talk to, I was being that knight in shining armor. And I tried to take her out on dates and do all this other stuff. All he did was have a few conversations with her. She was already into him, and he got her in the sack within minutes, whenever he wanted it. It wasn't even a matter of uh he had to work for it. It was just she was physically attracted to him and wanted to lay it down. And he treated her like a piece of trash on behalf of me. He treated her like a piece of trash, and she still continued to talk to him. And I bet you if he contacted her today, she would pick up the phone. And I was the one spending money on her, taking her to dates. I don't know if y'all remember that movie, Elysium. I remember the movie because I took her to see it. It was crazy. That movie's pretty good, actually. But I took her to see that movie and got nothing. She was not into me. That was my blue pill way of thinking. What got me out of being blue pill was my ex-fiance. And I'm not going to get into that story. I think I've talked about it, and I'll talk about it another time because I got to get some things done. But I will tell you so we can break down the pills. After she left me, and after I figured out the mistakes that I made in that specific relationship, I had to do some kind of soul searching. Like, what am I doing wrong? Why did this girl leave? Why did my fiance leave? Because I had her in my hand like putty. Why did the girlfriend before her leave? And why did the promiscuous girl I was with in high school break up with me? And all of this happened, like, my first in high school, I was with this girl since I was a junior, a senior, and then I got out, and she still was in, I think she was a junior in high school, and then I got out, and then we broke up or whatever, but we were together for 3 years. I think I broke up with her when I was either 19 or 20. I think I was 19, and then she was 17, and then I was turning 20, and she still was 17, something like that. And then I went to nursing school for, I think it was 2 years, got myself together for 3, and then picked up another girlfriend. That ended after an entire year, and then I'd say after that I got into another relationship 6 months later. That lasted for 3 years, and that girl left me. And I was just like, why is this happening to me? Like, I just gave up on women. I gave up on the whole idea of it. And I just started doing some soul searching. And what I found was Corey Wayne. Just a disclaimer, in my opinion, Corey Wayne teaches a little bit more purple pill content. He has some great content for dating and dating advice outside of the pills. He doesn't do he doesn't talk about red pill, purple pill. He just teaches you how to close the deal with a female, how to date a female, and he's pretty much a dating guru. A lot of other dating gurus have gotten their information from him, and sometimes they give credit, sometimes they don't. But Corey Wayne has been out here for at least 10 years giving dating advice. And back in 2014, I remember I saw him, and that's when I broke up with my second girlfriend, my second long-term relationship. And by the time I really got in depth into his content was on the second one. Because I would type in things like how to get an ex back. He'd pop up. Or, and I typed this in multiple times. I typed this in with my first girlfriend long-term relationship. It was like a year. And then on my second engagement, it was 2 years. I typed it in, and he came up. And the first time I got the little tips, but I was just trying to get a quick fix. The second time, I started digesting his content. And through digesting his content, I started talking to multiple women. Started working for me. Like, his content really started working for me. Like, big time. Like, his content was, like, I was talking to 3, 4, Man, I mean, I remember one time I had like a rotation of like 5 or 6 girls, and it was just I didn't have no time for nothing else. But I had like I was talking to a stripper. I was talking to this one bad chick that I had. I was dating another one. Like it was just they was constantly coming in, constantly. I had like on a weekly basis I was talking to like 3 girls just off of Corey Wayne's content. But the thing is I didn't read his book, so it took me longer to make more mistakes to learn what I was doing. But back to the pills. So I found Corey Wayne, and through finding Corey Wayne, I started working out, and somewhere in there I found alpha male strategies. Once I found alpha male strategies, he came off like a dating coach, but I started implementing some of his tactics and they started working. Like nobody's business they was working. They was working big time. Big time they was working. And then I just started going down this rabbit hole of trying to consume as much red pill content as possible. Because I started to figure out through Corey Wayne and through AMS, the pedestal, and Corey Wayne says it, and AMS says it, stop putting women on pedestals, but I had to go down a deeper path, and I went down that rabbit hole, and I found Entrepreneurs in Cars. I forgot his name, but that's his YouTube. I found Coach Greg Adams. I found Donovan Sharp. Kevin Samuels was more of a style coach. He wasn't even he teaches red pill content, but it's not like that was his main thing. But I found him through AMS. And then Steph is Cold. I found Steph is Cold through AMS. Just, the suggested. And I just started learning about female nature. I want to say around in 2019, this is when I really understood women. Like, this is like late 2018, early 2019 is when I really started to understand female nature. And the crux of it and the definition of female nature and the best way that I can describe it, you'll have to go on your own journey and go just type in red pill coaches, and just type it in and go down the path. What it states is female nature, and the crux of it is hypergamy. And what hypergamy states is a woman is always going to want to upgrade the guy that she's with. It's just the way that they're genetically wired to always want the highest value male in the group or whatever. That's why, and to a certain degree, most males and most guys understand this. Like, oh, well, he's the captain of the football team. That's why he gets all the girls. Or, oh, he owns a bar and he talks to lots of girls. That's why he gets lots of girls. You put this in your head, but you think that you don't necessarily digest it fully. And then when you get out here as a man, you start to understand that there's a ranking system to men and their levels, their status and all of this or whatever. So the thing is women are going to play off of that. So if you're talking to a woman and you've got her emotionally attached and everything is going good, but she goes to the store and she sees a millionaire, I'm not saying she's going to leave you that day, but you're going to start getting into fights. She's going to start being more interested in this guy. If this guy wants to actually give her a chance, you may get a point where there's an argument. She wants to act like you did something wrong, and she may go out with this guy, sleep with this guy, give this guy a chance, and then whenever she's ready, she'll monkey branch. That's what understanding being red pill is. Now, I'm not saying all women is like that way or whatever. Get your own definition on it. I know what I've seen in my life, and I know female nature. And there's a little bit more to it than just hypergamy, but the biggest point of what I picked up from red pill is hypergamy. And when you know this and you understand this, there's no going back once you know it. and once you understand it. There's no way you can take the blue pill. It's just the whole analogy of the Matrix is really good in the red pill or alpha male or manosphere or whatever, red pill manosphere, whatever you want to call it. It's the perfect analogy because you either take the red or you take the blue, and it's like if you take the red, if you take the blue, you go back to believing whatever you want to go and believe, and you go back to sleep and go back to fantasy land. You take the red pill, you start getting into YouTube, and you start seeing how far the rabbit hole really goes. It goes down far. I haven't even went all the way down there. But a couple of things with red pill that I want to talk about is a thing called red pill rage. We're going to experience it because you've been lied to by your mom, your sister, your friends, Disney Channel, Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast. I don't even Terminator. I don't anything that has something where a woman is some kind of angel and the guy comes to save the day and all of these little concepts and ideas. It's not real, man. In the real world, women will practice hypergamy. They're going to pick the highest value male, and they're going to pick the male, the best value male, according to what they want. They either want status, they either want money and security, or they want, whatever a woman values, looks, whatever it is, she's going to get the best value possible. And what I've seen going on online is you got females with 2 or 3 kids, or they've got 1 kid, and you jump in their inbox and you're putting them, basically giving them validation and putting them on a pedestal, and they act like you're not at their level. And you could be a single male, you could be making 60 grand a year, you could be paying all your own bills, you could have your own house, and you're not a viable male because the guys that they're looking at are all these Instagram stars. They got the muscles, or they got the cars, or they're the rappers with the ice or whatever that they value. That's who they think they need to talk to, because social media has lied, because there's so many simps, as in no simping zone. This is why this is created. Or if you look at all the IG models doing OnlyFans and making so much money, when you pay them, you're giving them validation. So it makes it hard for an average guy like myself now, or an average guy like you watching this screen, to talk to an average woman, because social media has inflated their heads to the point that they all think they deserve Drake. So 20% of the men that are in the top 20%, as in earning whatever, online, social status, whatever, are doing all the banging, while the 80% of us are trying to basically get the scraps. And the only way you can offset that is by self-improvement, improving your status, your financial or whatever. It's the only way it works. You don't have to believe me. You could just, you don't have to take my word for it, but I'm telling you it's the truth. And that's what it is. And if I'm exposing to some of y'all that's new to it, that haven't seen my channel, that haven't seen the other reviews, that haven't seen any of this stuff that I'm talking about, you will learn. Just type in red pill and go on your own journey. Don't just listen to me. Get as much knowledge as you can from all kinds of different sources, and put your own thoughts together. But I'm just giving you my journey and things that I've experienced and things I know you will experience once you start to get into this stuff. And like I said, red pill rage is there, and you will be upset for a couple of months. Maybe it might be a month. Maybe it might be 2 months. But the thing is it normally subsides. You normally get acclimated to what's going on. And the good thing about it is you can alter your dating based off the knowledge that you have. So when you know your girl is acting a certain way, or a certain girl is acting a certain way, or a girl's not answering the phone, or a girl is talking a certain way, you know what she's doing. Like I was talking to this other girl the other day, like the whole cold kind of shut down all our Valentine's Day. I didn't pick Valentine's Day to go see her because I wanted to go see her on Valentine's Day. It just so happened that she bought me a gift. Like, I'm not buying you no gift. You're not my girlfriend. So I told the girl, hey, like, hit me up on Thursday if you got the day off. She's like, well, I don't know, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, okay, whatever. So you hit me up when you want to chill, because I don't know what days you're free. I've already told you what days I'm free. I know you work Friday, I think Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So you let me know. You let me know. And I left it at that. So she texted me, what you doing? So I told her, hey, like, I'm making some recording videos, whatever, whatever. And then she's like, are you being behaved? It was something that my ex would tell me. Like, my ex-girlfriend would tell me. You're not giving me any vagina. You're not doing anything for me. I'm not your boyfriend. Why are you texting me that? Ignored. I told you what to do. Hit me up when you free so we can go out. I'm not your texting pal. I'm not your texting buddy. I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not somebody to give you attention when the other guy's not giving you attention. I told you. Hit me up on Thursday. Tell me if you're free so we can hang out. Since the cold, or since everything's been closed and stuff, let me know when we can meet up in person and talk. And the minute you start giving me a steady stream of something, and we've exchanged titles, if that's to happen, which it probably not at this point in time, and not this year, then I can answer a question like that, like I would answer it for my ex. And even with my ex, I would tell her, watch what you, like, it's not, why are you asking me if I'm behaved? Like, you don't have to ask that. Like, I'm a man. If I don't want to be with you, like I didn't want to be with you, as of right now, I'll just break up with you. You don't have to ask me them questions. And you get that real and to the point with girls. But see, if you blue pill, you'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm behaved. So you're telling a girl that you don't even know what she's doing, that you're being behaved, but you don't know what she's doing on the weekends. Because she still hasn't hit me back up to tell me if she wants to chill. And then all of a sudden, I went ghost. No. I told you what to do. You still haven't hit me up. So if I hear from you, I hear from you. If not, I don't. So I'll set up something else when a girl gets here this weekend, and I'll be not behaving, and that'll be your business. And the minute you want to hit me up and tell me when you're free, then we can sit down and chit chat, because I'm not going to play games with you. That's what Redpill gives you. That's what Redpill gives you. Gives you that knowledge. When I was blue pill, I didn't have this kind of information. I didn't know. Girls say, are you behaved? Oh yeah, I'm behaved. What? Who are you? And why do I have to answer to you? You haven't even given me any vagina. Maybe if you let me hit it one time, maybe we could chit chat. I don't even know what it smells like. So what are we doing? What are we doing? Why do I have to answer that? I don't. So that covers blue pill, not having the information, and all the guys that are online and are all for feminism and women rights, and you'll start to understand these guys are a blue pill, and they've never been exposed to the red pill. Red pill is just knowing female nature. Doesn't mean you hate women. Doesn't mean you don't want to be with women. It just means that you understand their imperative and their motives and why they do certain things that they do. It helps you with the understanding. The red pill rage, it comes into play when you take the red pill. You may begin to get upset if you've been blue pill for a long time. Because I know for me, it lasted like 3 months, man. It lasted like a good 3 months. Like I would wake up and like I would think back on things that happened in my life previously that and things that girls were doing. And I was just like, how could I be so stupid? I remember one time my ex, like, she was like, hey, can I go see my friend? He just got back in town from the military. And I'm like, I know I didn't feel good about it. I know I didn't feel right about it. I was just like, I said yes. And she's in the mall with this dude all day, not like an hour or so. She's in the mall with this fool all day. And then she wants to bring him while I'm shooting a music video to the house so I could get introduced to him. It was just weird. And I remember she's in the bathroom, like checking, like she was like she trying on new pants and checking out how her ass looked, and all of the signs were there. I just didn't get it. And there was more things that I could sit here and talk to you about for hours about, but I don't want to make this that long of a video. But that's where the red pill rage comes from. Purple pill is when you know female nature, and I was purple pill maybe a couple of months ago. I just did recently a video called being purple pill made me sick. It was just a joke. So with the purple pill, you've already taken the red, but you go back to being in a relationship. So red and blue, you combine them, it makes purple. It just means a red pill guy in a relationship, basically. That's basically what I get from Corey Wayne, relationships, marriage, long-term. That's what he's teaching over there, which is great content. Because the way I look at it, man, I don't think anybody's going to want to be red pill for the rest of your life. It's just not practical. I'm not. I mean, I find somebody I'd vibe with. I might get a girlfriend maybe like 2 or 3 months from now. I don't know. Who knows? I find somebody that gets a steady stream of something. I might just hook up for him for the next 2 months or something like that. I don't know. I really don't know. I just, you know what I mean? The thing is being purple pill is red, being red, but going back to being back in a relationship when you know females at any moment can leave you and all these different things. Do your research. And I don't know if for anybody else in their definitions, there's only 4 pills for me. There's red, there's blue, red, purple, and this new thing out there called black. And that's what I'm gonna end the video on and talk to y'all about. And the thing is and the reason why I describe red pill rage is because what happens with some guys is they will be red, they'll get the red pill rage, and then they go all the way to black. And what black is basically you hate women, you don't want to talk to women, you're an incel, you can't get any sex, you despise women, it's not anything anybody needs to take. Stay away from the black pill. Like, from what I understand, it's like guys are like just like hating. From my definition, I don't know. If somebody else knows, put let me know in the comments below. But from what I understand, it's just basically like just female bashing, female hating on all females, and to the point where you get like some of these incels that want to go shoot up a school because they're not able to talk to girls. And it's just an adjustment. Like, maybe you're socially awkward, you need to adjust it. Maybe you need a new hairstyle, adjust it. Maybe you need to dress differently, adjust it. There's always females out there that's willing to talk to you guys. They're not all just, some of them don't have pretty decent standards, and they're not always looking for the best value male out there. But that's basically it. So you've got red, you know female nature. Blue, you don't know female nature. Once you take red, you can't go back to blue. You got purple, because you can't go back to blue, so you're already red, but you're in a relationship, you know female nature. That's purple. Black, incel, can't talk to women, no good. Nah. So that's my definition of the pills. I appreciate you guys, and I like these questions. Somebody give me another red pill content, and I will break it down for you. I like these questions, and I like when guys get into these little like red pill discussions. These are my favorites. So I'll talk to you guys later.